Salt Bae went from being an unknown butcher in Turkey to one of the most recognizable internet personalities in the world, all because of how he put salt on steaks. But his meteoric rise would be matched only by his spectacular fall from grace, as his ego, overpriced restaurants, and tone-deaf behavior turned him into one of the most hated figures on social media.
Is it the best? No. Would I recommend it? No. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're actually going to go to this restaurant, okay, and you're going to go in there, you're going there to be seen.
Nusr-Et, better known as Salt Bae, was born in 1983 in a small Turkish village. His family was so poor that he had to drop out of school in 6th grade to work as a butcher's apprentice. For years, he worked in silence, learning his craft and dreaming of something bigger. In 2010, he opened his first restaurant, Nusr-Et, in Istanbul. It was a modest steakhouse, nothing special, but Nusret had big dreams. He wanted to create an experience, not just serve food. Then came January 7th, 2017, the day that changed everything. Nusret posted a 36-second video on Instagram of himself preparing an Ottoman steak. The video showed his theatrical cutting technique, his dramatic poses, and most memorably, his outstanding way of sprinkling salt. The internet went absolutely insane. The video racked up millions of views within days. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Salt Bae, the mysterious Turkish chef with the sunglasses and the mesmerizing salt technique. Celebrities started flocking to his restaurant. Leonardo DiCaprio, DJ Khaled, and countless other A-listers posted photos of themselves getting the Salt Bae treatment. Riding the wave of his viral fame, Nusret began expanding aggressively. He opened Nusr-Et locations in Dubai, Miami, New York, London, and other major cities around the world. Each opening was treated like a major event, with celebrities and influencers lining up to be seen at his restaurants. The prices were astronomical. A gold-wrapped steak could cost over $1,000, and even basic items were marked up to ridiculous levels. But people paid it because they weren't just buying food, they were buying the experience of being served by the viral sensation himself. Nusret's net worth skyrocketed. He went from a struggling butcher to a multi-millionaire restaurateur with a global empire. He bought luxury cars, expensive watches, and lived the lifestyle of a celebrity chef. But success went to Nusret's head in a big way. He started believing his own hype, acting more like a celebrity than a chef. His restaurants became less about the food and more about the spectacle, and customers started noticing. Reviews began pouring in about the terrible food quality. Despite charging premium prices, many of his restaurants served mediocre steaks that were often overcooked or under-seasoned. The only thing that seemed to matter was the Instagram-worthy presentation. The beginning of the end came during the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. After Argentina won the final, Nusret somehow managed to get onto the field during the celebration. He aggressively pursued Lionel Messi, trying to get photos and attention while the players were trying to celebrate their historic victory. Messi clearly looked uncomfortable and tried to avoid him, but Nusret kept pushing. The videos went viral for all the wrong reasons. People were outraged that this random restaurateur was inserting himself into one of the most important moments in football history. FIFA launched an investigation into how he even got field access in the first place. The backlash was swift and brutal. Social media exploded with criticism, calling him attention-seeking, disrespectful, and embarrassing. Memes mocked his desperate attempts to get Messi's attention, and his reputation took a massive hit. As the World Cup controversy raged, food reviewers and customers started sharing their honest experiences at Nusr-Et restaurants. The reviews were devastating. Customers complained about ridiculously overpriced and mediocre food, poor service despite the high prices. Also, restaurants that prioritized Instagram moments over actual dining experiences, staff who seemed more interested in creating viral content than serving good food. The negative publicity began affecting his business. Several of his restaurants started struggling, with some locations reportedly closing or reducing hours. The novelty had worn off, and people were no longer willing to pay premium prices for subpar food just to meet a meme. His social media presence, once his greatest asset, became a liability. Every post was flooded with negative comments calling him out for his behavior, his prices, and his ego. The man who had built his empire on viral fame was now going viral for all the wrong reasons. Today, Salt Bae's empire is a shadow of what it once was. While he still operates some restaurants, the hype has largely died down. His social media posts get a fraction of the engagement they once did, and most of the comments are negative. He's become a cautionary tale about how quickly internet fame can disappear, especially when it's not backed up by actual substance. His story shows what happens when someone mistakes viral fame for genuine talent and lets success go to their head. The man who once had celebrities lining up to eat at his restaurants is now better known as a punchline. The guy who embarrassed himself at the World Cup and charges $1,000 for mediocre steak.